Hi guys, first things first, I appreciate your support. Today we're going to discuss a detailed overview review on how to operate a top load washing machine, a front load washing machine, basic tips, do's and don'ts. So kindly subscribe, like, follow and share. So this is a Samsung washing machine. This one, a client sold it to me. It was like 8 years old. Also, this one had a problem. It had an issue with the spinning. It has been fixed. So today we're going to look at a few stuff. We're going to look at on how to repair a washing machine, how to open a stuck washing machine door. We're going to look at advantages of a front load washing machine top load compared to a front load washing machine. This is how a top load washing machine looks like. So this is a Von HWT 8082K. This is 8 kgs washer. That's how it looks like. So it comes with this is the power button, the start button, and then these are the programs. Then you can adjust time here, delay, and then we have water level. You can select water level here. Then this is a front load washing machine. This is a Samsung. So on a Samsung, this is how it looks like. You load it. So a front load, you load it from the front. A top load, you load it from the top. This is how they look like. That is a top load. This is called the pulsator. This is the pulsator. So we have the pulsator and then we have the outer drum. The outer drum is used when spinning. This one is one that washes the cloth. It goes clockwise and anti-clockwise. So let me just show you something here. So let's say we put it on a spin. So when a top load is washing, it goes clockwise and anti-clockwise. The outer drum doesn't move. That one only moves when you are trying to spin clothes. And then we have a front load washing machine here. That is the drum. That's how it looks like from the inside. So front load washing machine come with the paddles. Top load washing machine only have the paddles, yes, but the paddles are on the pulsator. This is the pulsator, clockwise and clockwise, clockwise and anti-clockwise. So the pulsator has also the paddles. Front load has also paddles. Like this one has 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 paddles. So it goes also clockwise and clockwise. When spinning, it goes on one side. Same to a front load washing machine. So the top load washing machine. So there are things, before we go into details, today I'm going to talk about advantages, disadvantages of a front load, a top load, why you should buy a top load washing machine, why you should buy a front load washing machine. We're also going to talk about efficiency, water consumption, power consumption, also repair and maintenance, how to install. So please, this is the best place. This is the best channel for you. This is the best company that you can trust on repair. We also have spare parts that are readily available, so kindly subscribe. We are also live on YouTube, so you can watch us on YouTube, Home Appliances Repair, Nairobi. Hey, let me just respond to these questions before we proceed. How much? Unfortunately, we are strictly a repair company. We repair and install washing machine, new, used, and new spare parts. We don't sell washing machines. Which is the best? It depends with your budget, but detailed come in the inbox, because no, we can't undermine other companies, other brands. We don't want to be sued. So you can inbox me, I can advise, but just don't buy a washing machine for the sake of it. When you're buying a washing machine, look at the availability of spare parts. That is key. Look at power consumption or capacity. So it depends. And then there is no machine that is meant to use hard water. If you have hard water, you're using borehole water, install filters and book for maintenance regularly. So let's start with when you want to buy a washing machine. Why are you buying a washing machine? Is it because of pressure? Is it because you have a tight schedule, don't have time to wash? You live at a place in a place where water is an issue, so you only wash once and you're coming late, so you feel like when water comes I need to wash at night. I don't have the hassle. You don't have a place to dry the clothes, so you feel when you use a washing machine it's quicker. So things to consider before buying a washing machine. Number one, capacity. So before you buy a washing machine, you have to look at the capacity, the load that you have. When I'm talking about capacity, a duvet comes into question. Can the washing machine you are purchasing, can it wash a duvet? Because the mistake people do is, like this one is an 8 kg. It can do a duvet, but depends on the size of a duvet. This is an 8 kg. It can do a duvet, but depends. If it's a big duvet, then you have to go for a bigger capacity, at least 10 kgs and above. Though it will be expensive depending on the brand. Like Kenyan market, LG is expensive. We have Samsung also. Samsung is quite expensive, but they are durable, they are efficient, spare parts are readily available, and they are easy to maintain. So what you need to consider the capacity. You have to get a bigger capacity when you want to do bigger loads. Something else, like you're planning to open a laundry shop, I won't recommend you buy such machines. These are domestic washing machines. So if you're planning to open a laundry shop, invest in bigger machine. Go for commercial. If you can't do commercial washing machine, at least go for something that is 12 kgs and above. Though the machine will still strain and repair costs will be up there. Imagine you starting a repair shop, you starting a laundry shop, but every month you're getting a technician to fix something in your washing machine. You learn to it. So when you buy a machine and it's for a laundry shop, you want to do business with it, please go for a bigger capacity. And if it's a bigger capacity, don't buy one machine, because you be the machine, uploading the machine. Get like 3 of them, get a standalone dryer, and before you get a technician for repairs, at least you have made some profit on it. So when buying a washing machine, consider the capacity, consider the brand. There are so many machines that are flooded in the market. Cheap is expensive. So I won't mention brands here, but there are so many brands that I won't recommend, and they are flooded like a Kenyan market. So many, everybody is buying them. You might think they are on offer. Don't play yourself, because this is what happens. The machine breaks down. It's under 1 year warranty. You call them, they are not available. They don't have a service center. Let's say there was a power surge. Machine is like 2 weeks old, still new, and it blows. The motherboard blows. Then what have to dispose the machine. You go online, you want to import a spare part, the part is not even available online. So be careful before you buy a washing machine. We say number one, capacity. Number two, before you buy a washing machine, consider the brand. Is it a reputable brand? Are the parts available? They have a service center. Because if you don't consider that, you'll end up throwing a washing machine. Let's say you bought a washing machine that is in Kenyan market, or where you're coming from. They're selling it like, let's say, 40, and you decide, okay, let me go for this. And there's another machine, a good brand, that's going at 55K. Be patient, just get the extra, get a good machine, because you will end up throwing the 40K. So just be careful before you buy a washing machine. You can inbox me. We have a number in the bio. You can call me, and I will help you, will guide you when you're buying a new washing machine. Number three, we say number one, capacity when buying a washing machine. Number two, the brand. Number three, consider where you want to install your washing machine. Before you buy your washing machine, where do you want it installed? Because if you install it at a place, let's say you're installing it at the balcony. When it's raining and it's quite exposed, water gets the motherboard. This is the place, the motherboard here. Front load is motherboard. So water goes through this, and then it will short the machine. A new machine, it's raining, it's blown. So before you buy a washing machine, you have a good place to install the washing machine, because people have machines, they have them on the balcony, they get rained on, they ask, when they get rained on, resale value goes down. So when the resale value goes down, and maybe you feel like you want to sell and upgrade, you'll end up getting not even a quarter of what you used to buy the machine. So consider where you are installing your washing machine. On the same, when considering when you want to install a washing machine, you have to consider if you have enough water. These are fully automatic washing machines, and they need enough water to do laundry. They need enough water. So if you don't have enough water, this machine is not giving you error codes. Like when you pour it on, let's assume we put it on a, let's put it on a day wash. That's 1 hour, 3 minutes. So when you have enough water, it should take 1 hour, 3 minutes to complete the cycle. So if you buy a washing machine and you don't have enough water, it start giving you error codes. Like on Samsung, it will give you a false error code. Like now, the machine is not connected on water. The sensor will detect, after a few minutes, the sensor will detect there is no water, and it will give you a false error. Same applies to a top load washing machine. Let's put it on a normal wash. So we've selected the program. Let's put it on a normal wash here. Water level, put it on let's put it on 1, and then we start. So when you buy a washing machine, you have to consider, does the place have enough water? If there's not enough water, it will start giving you an error code. Just after 5 minutes, you'll see an error code pop here. Same applies to this one here. After a few minutes, you'll see an error code here. Now, the valves are running. You can hear noise from here. Same to the front load. You see, there's a noise coming from here. Valves are requesting to get, valves are sending a signal that there is no water. So what happens is after a few minutes, the sensor gets but there's not enough water and the machine will stop. So you'll have a good washing machine, yes, but you will never do a complete cycle. You'll put clothes in there, but you will end up doing washing the clothes. So what you need to do, please ensure you have enough water. If you don't have enough water, install a water pump, because that's the only way you increase the pressure and the machine will wash on time. So let's assume you see I put it on 1 hour. I put it on 1 hour 3 minutes. This one on 6 minutes. So let's say you take a stopwatch. You switch it on, do the time. Realize the machine is saying 1 hour. The machine says it has only taken 2 minutes since you switched it on, since the time you start the program, but it will have taken like over 20 to 30 minutes. This is what I mean. If the machine is not receiving enough water, it will take longer time to complete a cycle. If it won't give you an record, it will take long time to complete a cycle. What does that mean? You are spending more electricity bill. Same applies to a top load washing machine. If the sensor detects that there is no water in the drum, or it's taking time to fill the drum, instead of the 45 minutes, this machine might take 2 hours to complete a cycle. More on electricity bills. So this one is about to give us an error because the sensor is detecting there is no water in the drum. There is no water in the drum. Now you will end up washing. Get your good machine that will help you. Here we go. Sorry, there's a call coming in. For that. So you see, I put this machine on 1 hour 3 minutes. After like 5 minutes, it has given us a 4C error code, meaning there is no water in the drum. The machine is not receiving enough water until give you 4C error. An LG will give you an I error. This will give you an E0201 error code. This is a Avon washing machine. So it's almost time to give us an error code. You see it saying here, wash. It has to wash, rinse, and spin. But you can't go through these programs, all these steps, wash, rinse, and spin, without enough water. So before buying a washing machine, I want to consider capacity. Number two, you have to consider brand. Then number three, water. You have to have enough water. If you don't have enough water, it will give you a 40 error. This error is very stubborn. These are fuel machine. So if you don't fix the water issue, you'll get error code. We're waiting for the error code to appear on this. Different machine take different time to give us error code. Okay. One reason I'll advise you to get a top load, because you're saying before you buy a washing machine, you have to consider if you have enough water pressure. So let's say you don't have enough water pressure, and you want to buy a washing machine. You have a top load and you have a front load. I'll advise you to go for a top load washing machine. I repeat, if you don't have water, or you have water but the pressure is not enough, don't buy front load washing machine. Please go for a top load washing machine. I'll tell you why. You see, with a top load washing machine, there is a water levels here. There is level 1, level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is what it means. Level 1 somewhere here. Level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the top load, let's say you want to do a few clothes in there, maybe just 2 trousers, and you had put it on level 5. You can adjust the water level to whatever you want. So instead of doing level 5, because you know level 5 is almost there, that's full. So you can decide, okay, I don't have enough water, let me adjust level 1. So if it was to start washing after 10 minutes, after filling water, it will start washing maybe after 5 minutes. So I'll advise you go for top load washing machine because you can easily adjust the water level. Front loads, you cannot adjust the water level. They are fully automatic. Yes, a top load is fully automatic, but you can adjust the water level. This one here, you cannot adjust. So let's say you put it on a daily wash. This is on a daily wash. It will wash at 40 degrees. It will raise twice. And it will spin at 1,400 revolution per minute. So when you select the program, you can only adjust the temperature, you can adjust the rinse and spin. But you cannot detect the level of water in the drum. So if you have issues with water, please buy a top load washing machine. Same on the top load washing machine. You see, it's hard to manually fill water in a front load washing machine because this is the only place you can access. You can't open the door in slot. It's giving us here a sign. So in stock, filling water right from here, which if you can't fill using a jug or something, you can fill water to this dispenser here, soap dispenser. But it's quite hectic compared to top load washing machine. The top load washing machine, you'll just press it, open, and fill water manually. So with time, you know you start your washing machine, right? So let's say you adjust it to water level number 1. There is no water coming from the tap, but you have some water in a jerrycan somewhere. You will pour your water directly here. After adjusting the water level, you can pour water to this level, then you close the door and press play. So the machine will wash. And then you do the time once it has removed the water and it's ready to rinse, you pause, you open the door and pour water manually. Front load is quite hectic. It's tedious. So advice, when you're buying a washing machine and you don't have enough water, please buy a top load washing machine. Okay. Something else, why I'll advise you to buy a top load. I'm giving advantages of a top load for now, then we go back to the front load washing machine. Let's say you are doing laundry and you forgot maybe a handkerchief, you forgot a t-shirt, and you feel that it had gone like 2 minutes and you forgot to add something. What you need to do is you'll just come here and pause the machine, open the door, put whatever you want to put in there, close the door, press the start button, and it will proceed from where it stopped. So it's easier to operate a top load washing machine compared to a front load washing machine. Because with the front load washing machine, and it's locked, it's giving us here a key sign, the red one, meaning the machine is locked. So when it's locked, you can't open the door. If you force this door open, you'll break the latch, the hook, and you'll end up replacing the door switch, the locking mechanism. So this one, if you forgot your clothes, you'll have to the door. We have a lot of water in the drum. It will not open the door. You'll have to empty the machine manually, then switch it off and on, and then open the door. Or you have to put it on spin to open the door. So this one, when it's locked, it's locked. You can't open it. So if you have something, you've forgotten to put maybe some clothes in your washing machine and you don't want to do a second cycle, top load, you just pause, open the door, Put whatever you want to put in there, close the door, and proceed. This one you cannot. So when considering when buying, you have to consider all those things. So this one is easier to use compared to this one, a front load. But this one has more advantages compared to this. But we are still on the top load washing machine. Something else that you need to know on a top load washing machine, they don't have heating elements. Most of these machines, since I started doing this, I ventured into washing machine repair. I've not encountered a top load washing machine that uses hot water. These ones have heating elements. So when you're looking at power consumption, top load washing machine consume less power compared to front load washing machines. This one consume less power. Top loads consume less power compared to front load washing machines. Why? Because these ones don't have heating elements. Front load washing machines have heating elements. These ones don't have heating elements. What they have done on top load washing machines, we have two separate valves. Let me take some coffee. Sorry. So top load washing machines have two separate valves. These are solenoid valves here. So you can fit here pipe bringing in hot water, and you can fit here a pipe that brings in cold water. So you have an option. If you are heating your own water, you can have two pipes coming in. We have one for hot water here. It's always written in red. And then we have one for cold water here. On front load washing machines, show something. It only has one inlet, one way. This one has two. This one has one. So the way these machines are made, the front load washing machines, is only cold water will come in, but the machine will heat the water on its own. You don't have to pour hot water in this machine because they detect. You see here, you put it on daily wash. Daily wash is giving us 40 degrees. They are fully automatic on that. Let me show you something. So when you power it on, let's say you put it on cotton. Cotton is giving us 40 degrees. It's automatic. It will select. So cotton is giving us 40 degrees. It will rinse 3 times, and it will run at 1200 revolution per minute when spinning. E-cotton 40 degrees. Synthetic 40 degrees. So when you come to spin you don't need any temperature because you're drying. You don't need to heat water. Rinse and spin, you don't need to heat water because you are rinsing. Eco drum, let's say you want to clean the drum, it will give you 60. It will give you 40. That is dark garments giving us 40. Outdoor care is giving us 30 degrees. Baby care, because kids' clothes get stained a lot. Baby care is giving us 95 degrees for an effective wash. We have delicates giving us 30 degrees. Daily wash giving us 40. Beddings giving us 40. And then super eco wash, that is on cold water. So this one here, for top load washing machine, they don't have heating elements. These ones have heating elements. That's why you are seeing an option for temperature. So if you're looking for less power consumption, you go for a top load washing machine, but it won't be effective when washing compared to a front load washing machine. So we don't force you to buy what you don't want. You have to weigh the options. Power consumption, do I have enough water? You have to look at such capacity, all that, before buying a washing machine. Where I sit, I'll go for a front load washing machine. If somebody told me to buy a washing machine between a top load and a front load washing machine, I'll buy a front load washing machine. Okay, we are talking about machine giving us error codes because of less water. So this machine has detected there's no water coming in, and it has given us an E04 error code. This one we said it was giving us a 4C error code. So this is what happens so that you don't spend on repairs. This is what you have to do. Make sure you have enough water pressure. That's mandatory. If you're buying a fully automatic machine, make sure there's enough water pressure. Unless you buy a twin tub. A twin tub is the top load washing machine semi-automatic, which has a wash and a spin option. So if you don't have enough water, buy a twin tub, a semi-automatic washing machine. Those are like manual washing machines. Or buy a top load, you can fill water manually. The reason you should not be getting repeated error codes, why I insist you should have enough water, this is what happens. E04, the sensor has detected there's no water in the drum. So the valves that are bringing in water, that are somewhere here, they overheat. When the valves overheat, some will burst. If they don't burst, they can easily short the motherboard. So if you're lucky, you'll get this error code, you switch it off, turn it on, the error code is gone, you start again. But if there's no water, there'll be a repeated error codes. Error codes will be coming back, same to this. So what happens is you'll have to replace the solenoid valve. There's another solenoid valve where on a top load, a front load washing machine, you'll have to replace that. So why should you start replacing parts on a new washing machines? On a new washing machine, make sure you have enough water. Just make sure you have enough water. If you have enough water and the machine is not getting enough water, please clean the filters. This is a filter for a top load washing machine. And this is a filter for a front load washing machine. There we go. So I'll demonstrate something. So if your machine is not receiving enough water and there is enough water from the tap, close the main tap and then come remove this, remove the pipe. Then using a pliers, if you can get one, I think everyone should have a pliers if you have these machines. They will save you a lot. Remove this. That is the filter. When this thing blocks, even if you have enough water coming from the tap, the machine will give you an error code saying that there is no enough water in the drum. For a Samsung, because what people are doing, not even a Samsung alone, there is a, let me see. We have two filters, but people forget a lot. So what they do, they only remove this and they forget to remove the other one. There's another filter in there. I don't have my spanner with me, my flat screwdriver with me. So you remove this. So there are two of these. So if you have a washing machine, anyone who is here and you have a washing machine, you have to clean all these two filters, all the two, both. You see here, we have this one and this one. Same applies to that. Whether it's a top load or a front load washing machine, get a pliers, remove that. They are similar. So don't remove the first one and you think you've resolved the issue. Remove this. There's always one remaining. So if the machine is not getting enough water and you're getting error codes, please clean this. So if you have a washing machine, guys, you need a pliers, and a flat drive. You don't need a big one, just buy a small one. It's around 250 Kenya shillings. It will come in hand when you are in a fix. So get this, clean the water filters. Once you clean them, it's easy. So you clean and you plug them back like that. Plug them back, then do this. Return the pipe, simple as that. These are basics. So those are things that you need to do so that your washing machine does a full program at the required time. If it's 46 minutes, it should be 46 to around 50 minutes. But if you're putting it on, if you've selected, let's say, normal 46 minutes, but on your timer it's giving you like 2 hours, 3 hours, you're spending more on electricity, there is a problem. The sensor detects that water is not in the drum. So, and it's a waste because some of these machines, this is how they work. Before it gives you an error code, let's say it was filling water and it's taking time. Then the water comes, it's to this level. When it's to this level, the sensor detects it has taken too long to fill water. It will drain all this water, then give you an error code. So it has not washed. You've wasted like 20 liters of water, and the machine has not washed clothes. So please ensure you have enough water. Let's get back to this. Why I prefer a front load washing machine. This machine is also easy to use. Like this is a Samsung, a very good brand. Parts are available. Kenya local market parts are available. They are quite expensive, but they are available. Samsung have service centers all over. We also have parts for these machines, so it's easy to use. You see it as a, and you see, look at this dashboard. I'll use this to compare with other dashboards. So this is a dashboard for Samsung washing machine. This is a dashboard for a Beko WMB. This is for Beko. This is for Hotpoint. This is for Whirlpool, and this is for an LG old model. So all these are for front load washing machine. We're talking about latest and old models. So the good thing with front load washing machine compared to this one is they come with so many features. This is a front load washing machine, a top load. So if you're buying a Von top load washer, it will look like this. If you buy a Von front load washer, it will look like this. So this is the dashboard for a front load point washing machine, and this is the dashboard for a top load washing machine, Von. So the reason I like front load washing machines is because of the features. It has so many features. If you check here, it has many features compared to a top load washing machine. If you check here, this one has only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 programs. Front load washing machine, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is a Samsung. We have a Beko, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have Von 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The same as the top load, same brand. And then we have Whirlpool, US made, a good brand also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we have an LG old model. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So with the front load extra features, you see here there is temperature. You can adjust the temperature. On a top load washing machine, you cannot adjust the temperature. It doesn't have heating elements, and it's easy to use a front load. So let me show you how to adjust the temperature and how to use it. So we power it on. So let's say you want to do a cotton. So on cotton, you see it's giving us 40. So it will heat water to 40 degrees. So it's going to do, you can adjust to 60 or 95. So the good thing with the front load washing machines, you can select any program. Automatically it will give you 40 degrees. It will rinse 3 times and run at 1200 revolution per minute while spinning. So let's say you put it on cotton and you feel those clothes are really stained and I need it to wash with very hot water. 95 is almost boiling water. So you come select your program. Let's say you've selected the cotton, and then you come here, temperature, you press that until it gives you 95. Same applies to other brands. Let's say this is for Beko WMB. You'll select your program like cotton, and then you come here and adjust the temperature. You see this one is heated 20 up to 95. This one is heated up to 90. Different machines, different models, different capacity, different temperature level. On Vaughn, you see it's only written temperature here, but it doesn't show the level. So still, you will select your program, and then you come to temperature and adjust the temperature you want. Same applies to Whirlpool. Whirlpool is like a touch. So you'll select your program. Programs are here. You can select using this knob or the P that says program. So you select, let's say you've selected mixed clothes, and then you come to temperature. You see there is 15, 20, 30, 60 to 95. So you come here and adjust. Same applies to this. This is quite an old LG, very original. These machines had no repair issues. So you power it on, then using this knob here, maybe you select wool or hand wash or a quick one. Then you'll come to temperature. Temperature here, then adjust to the level that you want. That's the thing I like about the front load washing machines. Let's say you feel you want to do it on cold water. You've selected, let's select something else. Let's do maybe a synthetics. So on synthetics, this is synthetics, it's saying 40 degrees. You can go to 60 up, or you decide, no, I need to do cold water. So you'll just tap on the temperature. You see this is 20, 30, 40, 60. The more you tap, it will give you a 0. So there's no light here, meaning it will wash using cold water. But we don't advise you to do laundry on cold water. When you continuously wash your clothes on cold water, number 1, clothes won't come out clean. Number 2, the drum clogs completely. You'll start experiencing this. You see that? The drum clogs, and then the machine will start smelling. So you're advised to do laundry on hot water. But that's your decision. You can decide, no, I need to do it on cold water. So you just tap here until this light goes off. So it will do the normal wash. If it's cotton, 2 hours 17 minutes, it will wash. You see here, wash. Then it will rinse and it will spin. So nothing is affected, but it will only use cold water. Something else, you can adjust the speed that you want. Same applies to the top load. You can still adjust the speed that you want here. Unfortunately, on this one here, it doesn't show the speed level. But most top load washing machines, you can adjust the speed. Here, let's say we select delicates. So when you're doing delicates, you don't want to mess the clothes, you don't want to tear the clothes when spinning, you don't want the clothes coming out with grease. So what you need to do is, when you've selected the delicates, temperature you can adjust here or leave it at that. Then you can add the rinse that you want, but you can adjust the speed because they are delicate. You see, delicate is giving us automatically 400. If you're doing cotton, it's giving us it's giving us 1200 revolution. That is a high speed. You cannot do delicates on 1200 revolution per minute. So the delicates, here you go back to delicates, it's giving us 400 degrees, but you can decide, okay, let me do it at 800, let me increase a little bit. But most of the machines, they'll go to higher one, but like this one, it's a Samsung, it's telling you that is delicate, you cannot increase the speed. So every program runs at a different speed. Let's start from here. You see, cotton is giving us 1200 revolution per minute. E-cotton the same, synthetics the same. When you go to wool, also delicate, it's giving us 800. You can decide to reduce that to 400. Spin is giving us 1200. You can decide to, I need to spin my clothes at 1400. And then we have rinse, it's giving us 1200. Eco drum 400, because you're only cleaning the drum, so you don't want it to spin at 1200 revolution because there are no clothes in there. You're only doing an eco drum. And then we have dark garments, it's giving us 1200. You can adjust to whatever you want. Outdoor, it's giving us 1200. Baby care 1200. Delicates, it's giving us 400. We discussed that. Daily wash 1200. Bedding 800. You can adjust whatever you want. Super eco wash 1200. You can adjust whatever you want. Also, if you feel your machine is tearing clothes and you want to rinse, you don't want it to spin at 1200 revolution, you can do this. You can select your normal wash, let's say daily wash, which is 1200 revolution. Then you come to spin and remove it. You see, the machine won't spin. If you add that, it will wash, it will rinse and spin. If you remove the spin, it will wash, rinse, but it won't spin, meaning the clothes will come out wet but clean. So you can decide, I have delicate clothes, I don't need them to spin at a high speed, so you'll select your program, let's say beddings, and then you come remove the spin by just tapping here until the light goes off. So what it will do, it will wash, rinse, but it won't spin. But if you want it to spin, you just pause the machine, then come tap here, so it will wash, rinse and spin. So that's a decision you can do. Then if you feel you put too much soap in the washing machine, or you feel the clothes were quite dirty and you need to increase the number of times you want the machine to rinse, let's do like beddings, because maybe the beddings are very, very dirty and you need the machine to rinse several times. You have enough water, or you only do this when you have enough water. So what you do is you select beddings, you see it will give us 40 degrees, but it will rinse 3 times. So what you need to do after selecting your beddings, just come here and then increase the number of times you want it to rinse, like that. Let's say you are doing a cotton, it will rinse 3 times, you can reduce that or increase. So it's going to rinse 4 times or 5 times. So you can determine the number of times you want this machine to rinse. Let's say you're doing a rinse and spin, it's giving you 1. You can decide, I need it to rinse twice. So you just come tap on the rinse and the machine works well. Okay, something else that I like about this washing machine is about the child lock. Most front load washing machines come with a child lock. Don't call in a technician if you have a child lock. That is fixable. The only time you need a technician when your machine is on a child lock is when you're trying to remove it but it won't go away, or it repeatedly comes back without you pressing any buttons here. So we'll come, remove this, maybe the touchpad has some dust on it, we clean and then return it back. So every machine, front loads have the child lock. Child lock is important because let's say you have kids who who are so curious, so when you're not around they'll throw things in there and they'll try doing a laundry, they want to run a cycle. So you'll engage a child lock so that even if they come and try to use the machine won't work. So this one here has a child lock between temperature and rinse. So when you press here, when you long press this and this like this, it should engage a child lock. You see, that is a child lock. So when it's on child lock, there's no way they'll apply. Yes, the machine will come on, but they won't do any program. So let's try that. You power it on. We need to do, like, they think mom and dad are not around, we need to do some quick wash here, and they have decided to do a synthetics. You see, this knob is not working. So they'll be like, why is this machine not working? They'll power it off, they'll power it on, and then they'll try selecting the programs and the machine won't work. So if you don't want somebody to use your machine when you've left, you can engage a child lock. So to remove a child lock, it's easy. You come here, it's written here, temperature and rinse, and then you long press like that. It has gone. So if you can easily do what, select a program, and then you do your normal wash. If you engage it back when you have left, they'll be unable to use the machine because they can't select any program. Or if they're in a position to select the program, even if they press this, it won't work. So you can easily, when you don't want somebody to use your washing machine, you can engage a child lock. So that's on a Samsung. If you have a Beko, you have to look exactly where it is. So you can lock it like this one, pre-wash and quick wash. You long press to engage. Also you long press to remove the child lock. This is a Von hot point. It's between speed and temperature. You long press, it will engage. You long press and it will remove the child lock. Same applies to this one as well. You look for that where the child lock is, then you long press, again long press. On this one here, it's between temperature and these options here. So what you need to do is to put it on child lock, you long press for a few seconds and then you long press. So it's easy to engage a child lock and remove. You just press you identify where it is, like this one, it's here, and then you simultaneously press this and this to engage. To remove it, this and this, you press simultaneously for a few seconds like that, and you are good to go. So it's easy to remove and engage a child lock. Same applies to sound. Some people find this sound so annoying, and you need to remove the sound on your washing machine. Identify where the sign for volume is, this one here, and then you simultaneously long press this and this. So it will say sound is gone. The machine will work perfectly, but there will be no sound, like that. So if you feel the sound is annoying, you can easily remove the sound. To return the sound, temperature, not the temperature, the rinse and speed. So you identify where it is, and then you do what? You long press. Okay, something else I need to show you guys. You have to clean your washing machine. maybe your washing machine is smelling bad. Before you're calling a technician, I need to show you how to do the basics. Before you're calling a technician and you feel your machine is smelling, you need to call in a technician. Let me respond to this first. Chic, thank you for being here. Unfortunately, we don't have a TLC and we don't sell TLC. I have no idea where their service center is. So we only repair, install, and offer maintenance services. Let me see. This Destiny, we only do installation and repair. Elena, thanks for being here. We only do repair. Clarissa, we only do repair. Damliners, fit sana. Washing machine, how much? Unfortunately, you don't sell, but I can advise you or share links to where you can get a good washing machine. Machine inaweza fulia duvet ni how much na how many kgs. The prices vary according to the brand and capacity, but for a duvet you go for 10 kgs and above. Then guys, you are still here, kindly like and share. Told some I should ask you to tap. Unaweza recommend mtu buy Hisense washing machine? I won't say much on that. Hisense is good, but before you buy Hisense, this is the thing I need to confirm, and this goes to any other brand. Before you buy a Hisense washing machine, confirm, do they have a service center? If they have a service center, do they have spare parts? And you can do this before you buy a Samsung, before buy a Hisense, before buy a Hotpoint or any other. So you've seen their number there. Before you tell them that you want to buy a washing machine, tell them, can I get a solenoid valve? Can I get a motherboard for this Hisense washing machine? Just go online, look for any model number and ask them if they have that part. If they tell you they don't have that part, run. This applies to any other brand, whether it's a Ramtoms, whether it's a Amica, whether it's a Bosch, whoever is selling you that machine. Please ask them, pretend you want to buy a part, ask them, I'm looking for a motor for a 9 kg Hisense washing machine. Do you have it? If they tell you they have it, and ask for like maybe a motherboard. If they tell you they have it, buy that machine. Because these people, what they are doing is not right. They get a manufacturer, they get into a contract as a dealer, and then they start selling these machines. Machine breaks down, they send over a technician who doesn't understand anything about that new machine, the new machine in the market. Here to undermine any brand, any company. But this is my advice for anyone who is here and is planning to get a washing machine. Before you get a washing machine, just ask them, do you have a motherboard for this machine? If they tell you no, run. Because anything can happen. You buy a new washing machine, there is a power surge, you try calling them, they don't pick. If they pick, they are telling you, give us 3 months, we'll import the part. Come on. You've been saving for all this time to get a very expensive washing machine. Then after 2 weeks, somebody's telling you it will take 3 months to get a spare part. Run. So I'm not going to say which machine is good or what, but I know brands that have service centers and parts. LG have a service center, Von have a service center, Samsung have a service center, Ramtoms have a service center, Amco have a service center. I don't know if other brands have service centers. So before you buy, know if they have spare parts. They are good machines, yes, but some of these machines don't have spare parts. When it breaks down, you'll throw it away. So, Kevo, that's my response. This machine, this is an 8 kg. I'm not selling it. This is mine. I have several, but these are for, I buy them for spare parts. So if you have a washing machine that you want to throw away, there's a package I give you, and then I pick the machine. So I'm not selling this machine. I use them to create content and salvage spare parts. So if I need a spare part, let's say you have a Samsung washing machine that is blown, the motherboard is blown, and it's a discontinued model, the motherboard is not available, or you just feel you want to upgrade, you need to dispose, I buy such. So I really don't resell the machine. I used to do that, but I stopped doing that because you get so many issues. Somebody buys from you a used machine and they expect it to behave like a new machine. And then you end up having issues with the client. So no, we don't do that. So this one is not on sale. Let me respond to everyone here before we proceed. I don't know how to run the live, but I'm good at that. How much is it? Only pair. We don't sell. Zara, we only offer repair services. Double door, baby love is asking, double door fridge, Mika, Heya, Ramtoms. Do you want to buy? If you want to buy, this is what I said. I won't give reviews about these machines, but just ask if they have a service center, and if they do they have spare parts? Then it's hard for me to give a review on Hisense. Let me be honest with you guys. It's hard for me to give a review on Hisense. It's hard for me to give a review on Mika, TCL. Yeah, we're having issues with repairs. You can get a faulty machine or any other brand, doesn't matter. But I won't give a good review on Hisense or TCL because they are still new in the Kenyan market. So what's happening is, like Samsung, I've worked on machines that are over 10 years old, but I cannot give a review on a machine that is only 2 years old. So maybe with the time, we'll give a comprehensive review on Hisense and TCL, Mika, and other machines. But for now, they are still new in the market. The only thing I'm saying, before you buy a washing machine, this is my advice, free advice. I'm not speaking for anyone. Before you buy a washing machine with your hard-earned money, confirm if they have a service center. And if they have a service center, do they have the spare parts? So that's the only thing I can tell you, because they're still new in the Kenyan market. We have not worked on such machines that much. I've repaired since I started this job. I've repaired like maybe 30 Hisense washing machines. I've repaired a good number of Samsung. I can't even recall. I've repaired a good number of Hotpoint of LG. So I can't give a comprehensive review on Hisense and TCL. I don't want to lie. Can that 8 kg washing machine do 6x6 duvet? Depends. We have 6x6 light, 6x6 heavy. So if it's light, it will do. If it's a heavy duvet, it won't. The only way to know that you've overloaded your washing machine, I think I should do a practical. There's a duvet I use for creating content. Let me show you something. Guys. There's a duvet I use for this. So we'll try with this duvet here. So to know if your machine can do a duvet, you see, this is a 6x6, but it's a very, very light duvet. So you should easily close the door, and the door should easily engage. Like when you close here, the sun should come immediately. But if it can't lock the door, if the door switch is not engaged, that's an overload. You should not force the machine to lock the door, because you see now, if the duvet is too big to fit in that drum, it will give you a DC error code. So the door won't lock. The door won't lock. DC or DE error code. So what you need to do is, when you fit in, and this applies to even clothes, doesn't have to be a duvet. if the load is too much, this door won't lock. And even if it locks, the machine will strain and the clothes will come out dirty. Because when you put in something there should be a space up here. You should have a space up here so that when it's being turned clockwise and clockwise, it gets enough water and then it's washed evenly. But if you're forcing it to close, if you're closing it and you have to use force, then there's a problem. The machine should lock easily with ease and should give you this lock sign here. So 8 kg for 6x6 duvet, depends. If it's a light duvet, it will wash. If it's a heavy 6x6, it won't. So you have to hand wash. So 6x6 heavy 8 kg I won't recommend. Go for anything 10 and above. You can buy 9, 10 and above, but anything to do with 8 and below, 8, 7, 6, you're wasting your time. So Masheje, thanks for being here. Kindly subscribe. Hey guys, if you are here, click on the bio. Please click on the bio. There's a link to our YouTube channel. There is where I post all the content, long videos, because there are videos that I cannot post on TikTok. They're quite long. So if you are here, please click link on the bio. It will direct you to our YouTube channel. Okay, something else with the door switch. Let's discuss common mistakes that people make. Common mistakes that people make, and you'll end up buying a new spare part. Mistake number 1, we'll start with overloading. When you overload the machine, it strains. This machine has dampers and springs. So when it's overloaded, the bearings get worn out. Bearings are here. These bearings are in here. So when you overload your washing machine with the time and it's running on high speed, we have the outer bearing and the inner bearing. It gets worn quickly. So we have had instances, a machine is less than a year old and bearings are worn out. Not because the machine is not a good brand. It's a good brand, but because of overloading, the bearings get worn out. So don't overload the machine. When you overload, you also strain the motor. And this happens. So if you continue using the machine and it's making noise, bearings are worn out, it will start leaking water. The water goes to the motor. The motor blows and it blows the motherboard. So please don't overload your washing machine. If you overload the washing machine, you'll end up buying a new one. A machine is meant to give you 15 good years of service, 10 to 15 years. But if you overload your washing machine, 1 year it's done. Doesn't matter the brand, whether it's an LG, whether it's a Samsung, 1 year it's done. So that's a common mistake. Don't overload the washing machine. Number 2, this is called the door switch. Here. So we have a hook here that hooks here. So once you power the machine on, you see there's no key sign here. So when you lock the machine and then you press the start button, it will give you a key sign here, meaning that the machine is locked. So the mistake people make, when the machine is done with the cycle, let's do that practically. So let's power it on. Let's put it on spin. Let's say the machine will spin. You see, it has locked. So that hook has engaged in the door switch. This is how the door switch looks like. So the hook on the door comes here. And then there are wires here that go to the motherboard. So you see it's locked. The machine will start spinning shortly. So this is what I mean, the biggest mistake people do. Let's power it off. Even if the machine is off, you see this lock sign is still here. You have to be patient until you hear a clicking sound here. When there's a clicking sound here, this key sign will go off, and then you will easily open the door. And then you have to be careful with the kids, because when the machine is washing, they'll try to open the door. When you force the door to open, when it's still hooked here, that hook is still in here, and communication from this through the wires to the motherboard says the machine is still locked, you will mess up the door switch. So you'll end up replacing this. You see, I've had a clicking sound. Now I can open the door. If you open the door before you hear that clicking sound, you'll replace this. And it's a very, very common issue with Vaughan. This breaks a lot. Anyone who has Vaughan, they'll tell you what I mean. This breaks and the hinge also breaks. So don't force. It should lock that way, and then when you open, you just press the latch. The latch is here. You press the latch and open. So be patient. You've selected a program of 2 hours. Can you imagine you've waited for 2 hours for this machine to wash, and then you are forcing it to open? You can't be patient. Just 2 minutes of your time, 2 minutes to hear that clicking sound. So you'll end up replacing this and the door switch. If you have these machines that don't have spare parts, a simple thing like the door switch will make you throw this machine. This is a Samsung, it's available. An LG is available. Other brands that I know like Amcor, Amtoms, they're available. Vaughan, it's available. Other brands, I'm not sure, but if this breaks down because of you banging and forcing the door to open before this key sign disappears, you'll have to replace this. You replace the hook. So you have to be careful. That's a common mistake people do. Be patient. Be patient. Be patient after doing laundry. Number 3, on overloading. We said don't overload, but there's something you need to know. Make good use of this. Make good use of these programs here. This is what happens. You have overloaded your washing machine. The machine is not well leveled, and it's running at 1200 revolution per minute. That is a high speed. So if you've loaded your washing machine, just let's say you put it on cotton, it's giving us 1200, and you feel that's quite a heavy load. Come here and do a lower spin like 800 and 400. When the machine is still new, you can do 1200 revolution per minute. With the time, if you are here and you have a washing machine that is over 4 years, 3 years and above, don't run that machine on 1200 revolution per minute. Come select your program. Let's say it's beddings. Please put it on a low spin, 400 or 800 or 600, depends on the machine and brand. If it's delicate, or let's say you're doing a daily wash, normal wash, it's giving us 1200 revolution. This machine is getting old, bearings are getting worn. Please come do it at 400 or 800 revolution per minute. So people never use this. These things are very important. Clothes are coming at, I don't like using a washing machine. Clothes come out dirty. They don't even come out clean. Hey, you've selected your program. There's a reason we have these extras. Come adjust temperature to a higher one. Clothes are very dirty. Put it on a high, because you cannot expect very dirty clothes like baby care. You want to do baby care. I've seen people do baby care on quick wash. Quick wash will give you 30 minutes. So imagine you are doing a kid's cloth at 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, the machine has to feed water. It has to rinse and spin. You've wasted your electricity. You've wasted your time. Clothes will come out dirty. If clothes are dirty, there's a reason you bought this machine. Pay electricity bill. Come put it on a higher program. Let's say like cotton. Those clothes are very dirty. Come adjust to a higher temperature. 95. Adjust the number of times you want it to rinse, like 5 times. So that's a common mistake. Make good use of this. You cannot expect dirty clothes to run on a quick wash. No. You have to use this. Number 2, the dispenser. Number 4 is the dispenser, I mean. When last did you remove this dispenser if you have a washing machine? When last? Then you guys just pour here soap. You pour here detergents. You pour here softener. My friend, you have to be keen on the amount of soap you're putting in a washing machine. Let's not get into that. This should be removed after every wash. This should be removed after every wash. If you can't do it after every wash, do it at least monthly, after 1 week or monthly. You can't have a machine for over 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and you've never removed this. Let me show you what happens and how to remove the soap dispenser. If you check carefully, there's somewhere written push, and this applies to all machines. If it's not written push, identify the middle. There's something you can press. You see, you press as you pull, that way. Return it back like that. To remove it, press as you pull. Don't press then pull. Press as in the process you pull. So if you have a washing machine, go do this. Press here, remove, and clean. Because if this thing is clogged and you have low water pressure coming in, my friend, this thing clogs and water won't go to the drum. So you start seeing water coming through here. The machine start having some silly leakages. The leakage comes down here and then goes to these adjustable legs. When it goes to the adjustable legs, they rust and you won't be able to level the machine. Resale value goes down. Some of these hinges do rust. There's a wire clipper here on this machine here. Let me show you the wire clipper now. It looks like every front load washing machine has this. So this one here will rust. When it rusts, it will come out, the wire will come out, and then your rubber will pop out like that. So the machine won't be able to lock the door. Just because it all started from here. Because this soap dispenser is clogged. When it's clogged, now, let me show you. Sorry. When it's clogged, water doesn't go down there. It starts leaking from here. Then water goes down, affects the adjustable legs, affects the hinge. This rusts. When it rusts, it falls off. The rubber comes out. When the rubber comes out, the machine won't be able to lock the door. So you're calling a fundi because the machine is not locking the door. It's giving you a DE error, a DC error, an F something error because of this. Now you will service the machine, which will be expensive. You replace this wire clipper that clips the rubber around. You might end up replacing this. Resale value of the machine goes down. You'll have to replace this. So if you have this, if you're just joining us, do this, remove this, come here. This is removable. You can remove this. This is where we put the softener. Remove this. Clean. Dry it. Then do what? Then you plug it back like that. Like that. So if you ignore this, let's say you've never serviced your washing machine, it's not taking softener, and this is a common problem. I get calls, oh, my washing machine is not taking softener. If it's not taking softener and it's washing well, it's not giving you any error code, it's because of this. If you have a washing machine now and it's not taking softener or detergent, do this. Pull this out. Let me show you. Then you pull this. You know softener comes here. This is where we put our softener. Here. So this is what happens. For softener to go to the drum down there, it has to pass through this. You see this one is here. It has to come here. Then it will go through this hole here. It has to go through this hole here. So let's say you put too much soap, and then with the time this blocks. When this blocks, all the softener that you put in comes here. So the machine will wash. It will take the normal powder soap or liquid soap, but the softener stagnates here. Why? Because this one is blocked. So you have to clean the water dispenser. That is mandatory. If you can't do it weekly or after every wash, please, after 1 month. Remove it. We've said you remove it. Once you remove it, for those who have just joined us, let me repeat. Your washing machine is not taking softener. Hey, please keep liking, keep sharing. On the bio up there, there's a link to our YouTube channel. We post good tips. So please subscribe. So I'll repeat. So if you just joined us, how to clean this thing? It's very easy. And your washing machine is not taking softener. Come here, do this. Press here. Pull this out. Then you remove this. You just unclip it using your finger like this. Once that is done, using a brush, clean this well and then unblock this hole. Because when this is blocked, your washing machine won't take softener. Clean, dry this as well. Make sure it's clear. And then do what? Plug it back. There we go. Simple. So make sure this one is cleaned. And then we have said another reason this one could be clean, it's not blocked. Let's say this one is clean, it's not blocked. You see here, it's not blocked, but still your washing machine is not taking softener. You have cleaned this and still softener is not going. Come here, get a pliers, close the main tap, remove the pipe here, and then remove this. Because when this is blocked, for softener to go, water should come in with enough pressure here. Water should come in with enough pressure. So if this one is blocked, water coming in won't have enough pressure to push this detergent to the drum. So please clean this, clean the filter. That's a mistake people do. They don't clean the filters. Number 3, here. This is the filter. This is the filter area. This should be done after every week. If you can't manage after every load, please, you have to clean this after every week, or at least after every 1 month. Why? Let me show you what happens. Let me show you what happens. I'll use a small tissue. You see, there's this space between this rubber gasket and the drum. So if you don't check pockets, which is a mistake, you should check pockets before doing laundry. So if you're using the machine or somebody else is using the machine, pass this info. Check pockets before doing laundry. So let's say something like this came from the pocket of the trouser or something. It drops in there. It will go down there. You see? It drops in the drum. So when the machine is spinning, it's spinning. With the time that thing goes down there, then it comes here. So what you need to do is you only need this. A flat screwdriver. Some machine you just tap and it opens like the Samsung. Others have a clip here like an LG. You just unclip like that. If it's not opening on top like that, get this. Then come here like this and open, just like that. This is the filter. So it collects all the crap that passes through this hole here. So what you need to do is you'll just open this using your hand, just like this. There's water in there, a little bit of it, like that. So this is the filter. It collects all the crap inside there. So clean this, then plug it back. If it's not coming out because, let's say there's too much lint here, coins, and it's not opening, yeah? Try using, show you. When you turn it, make sure it's that tight. So if it's not opening, use this. The pliers, just a little bit, force it and open it. If you're using a pliers and it won't come out, don't force it. Get a technician who will help you before you destroy the filter or the pump. And then you plug it back that way. Simple. So make sure the filter is clean so that you don't end up replacing the drain pump. You know, people assume basics. Let's say the filter is blocked. So, you know what happens is this. Let me open it. This one, water coming from the drum, there is a hose here. And then there is on the pump casing, there's another on this side. So when this one is completely blocked, water going out won't have that enough pressure. So the pump is pumping, it's rotating to pump water out. I'll show you what the pump looks like. Just a minute. So this is a new pump. So this is what pumps water out. So this one is rotating, but the filter is blocked. So water won't go out. Or this is what happens if you don't clean the filters. Let's say a piece of coin. It's common, we get a lot of coins in the drum. So let's talk about a coin. So coins go through this here, and then they go down there. So a coin comes here. This is the drain pump. This is what pumps water out. So a coin comes here like that. So you know what happens? This won't rotate. So if this can't rotate and this is what pumps water out, the machine won't drain water. So if you're unlucky, this comes out. So you'll have to buy a new drain pump. And we said you go for original stuff. Don't buy fake drain pumps because they won't last. They'll give you 3-4 months and they are broken. So this is what happens. This go through here, and then if it's rotating, now it starts rotating slowly. So you hear people say, my machine is draining like it's struggling. It's because it has a blockage. So make sure you clean the filter. This is the filter. Make sure you clean the filter after every load. Once you're done with the washing, or at least after every 1 week. If you don't do that, hey, I'm here. I'll sell to you this pump here, and this is an original pump, 8,500. Another mistake that you guys make. You see, this is the door rubber seal. The reason for this seal, it fits here evenly. So what it does, it prevents water coming out. So this is the mistake you guys make. You drag the clothes out. Like most of these machines are leaking. You get a machine has a dent here. This has a dent here. So what happens is when you're doing laundry and there's enough water in the drum, the machine starts leaking here, going down. And when a machine leaks, the sensor detects there's not enough water in the drum. It might end up giving you a water error here. So the mistake you guys do, why you have to replace the door rubber. And I'm telling you this, when you get a big cut on the rubber, you'll have to replace the rubber. There's no shortcut. Because this is what happens. The machine takes a lot of time to wash. You are wasting a lot of water. The machine gets to the required level, then the sensor comes in. Hey, there's not enough water. Samsung 4C, LG IE, Von E4. So Please take good care of this rubber. And this is what I want you to do if you have a washing machine. When you're done with the laundry, do not pull clothes like this. You waited for two hours 46 minutes, but you want to take like less than 5 seconds to remove clothes from in there. Do not drag clothes out, because what happens when you're dragging clothes out, remember, they're quite heavy because they still have some water on it. They are a bit damp. So when clothes are damp, they are heavy. So when you're pulling it out, you see, look here. When you're pulling it out, this is what happens. You are pulling it out, and then you will cut this. Remember, this machine was running maybe on 95 degrees. So if it's running on 95 degrees, this is almost boiling water. So this rubber becomes weak. So what happens is this: when you drag this out, you apply force here. So the tension, when you apply force here, you'll get a dent. When you get a dent here, you'll have to replace this rubber. And some of these machines, this rubber are very expensive. And if you are just buying machines because you've seen a new machine that is cheap, or I've seen a 9 kg that is 5,000, I'm buying that next week. My friend, you'll buy that machine, but when you want to replace the rubber, that's when you'll know it's good to go for a non-brand. So please, when you're done with the laundry, do not drag. Duvet, jeans, and towels, they mess up the rubber seal. So just take your time, use your 2 hands, remove what is in there. Something else about this rubber that you guys are not doing right. Look here, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Book for maintenance. And this is avoidable. Get a piece of cloth. This one is simple. Once you've done your laundry, get a piece of cloth, just pass it here like this. And then leave the door open. Like this machine here, when it's closed, I can't feel anything. But when I open, there's a smell coming out. Why? Because you see, that is lint and all the crap from detergents and softener. These softeners are chemicals, man. And then you close the door. Imagine your machine is 5 years old. After wash, you always close the door. After every wash, you always close the door. The machine starts smelling. When the machine starts smelling, clothes come out with that bad smell. Now, yes, they are clean, but they are smelling. So maybe you have to do another laundry, or maybe you'll have to put it also on a razor and spin to see if the smell will come out. It will still be there. So you'll have to hand wash. Please, once you're done with your laundry, do this. Take a piece of cloth, a towel, clean, just pass it here, make sure it's dry, and then leave the door open. When you leave the door open, good air goes in there, and the machine smells good. If you don't do that, your machine will end up to this. So if you have a washing machine, go do this now. Go. Just pull this out. Check if your machine is in this state. Please, after every wash, get a clean piece of cloth, pass it around here, like that. Then leave the door open. But be careful, because kids like to bang things, so because they are curious, they might end up breaking the hinge. So be careful when kids are not around. Leave the door open. Depends where you've installed the machine. Leave the door open. Pass it here. Open the filter. Remove this. Clean it and return. This machine will give you 10 years plus without replacing a single part. But if you don't do that, hey, be ready to spend on spare parts. Something else that you guys do, which you need to stop. This is an extension. You see here? This is an extension. That machine there, the front load, has heating elements. So you should not use an extension on your washing machine unless it's a very, very, very strong cable. Like this one is strong enough. It should be thick. You can ask your electrician. Go buy yourself. If you tell somebody to buy give somebody money to buy you an extension, they'll get you something cheap that will end up blowing your machine. Machines are not meant to use extensions, but if you have to, it should be a very, 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 very strong extension cable. These machines are not meant to use extension cables. Something else, make sure you have a power guard. If you don't have a power guard, get one, because some of these machines that you buy that don't have spare parts, when you get a power surge, you'll end up throwing the machine. So please get a power guard. A machine uses 13 amps and above. Don't buy less than 13 amps, or buy 30 AVS. If you don't, you'll end up throwing the machine. Something else I need to show you guys. If you have a front load washing machine, not a direct drive, this is a diagnosis I need you to do. You don't need a technician. Let's say your washing machine is emitting sparks. You will see sparks underneath here. If your washing machine is emitting sparks, this is a diagnosis anyone can do. This is a diagnosis anyone can do. If you check, let me put this here. Need some light. Just remove the back panel. Don't touch any other thing. Just remove the back panel. If your machine is sparking and it's like 3 years plus and it's not a direct drive, on the pulley you do this. You see, there's a soot. I know you will not take this serious, but it will save you from throwing the machine or using a lot of money to repair it. So if your machine is sparking, it doesn't have even to spark. If your machine is over 5 years, come here, do this. On the pulley, do this. This is soot. Let me show you what that means. If your machine has soot, if there's soot on your washing machine, this is what's happening. This is the motor. So soot is coming from the carbon brushes. These are the carbon brushes. So they should be long enough. Like this one is worn. Not that bad, but it's worn out. It should be this long. A carbon brush should be this long. So a carbon brush sends communication from this side to this side. So if the carbon brush are worn out, if you are lucky enough, you'll only replace the carbon brushes. So you don't have to wait for the machine to stop. If you're seeing soot on your washing machine, don't wait the machine to stop. For the machine to stop, don't, because this is what happens. You see, on this carbon brush here, there's this metallic part here. So when it's worn out, it's short. So this is what happens. This is the armature. That's the armature. That armature, it's metal-like. This is metal. So the armature, this metallic stuff on the carbon brush here, touches the armature. So it's metal and metal. That's why when it's spinning, you will see sparks. If you're unlucky enough, one of these chips come out. You see here on the armature, the one that is moving, the one that I'm rotating. Metal to metal, it affects the armature. When it affects the armature, these brushes will break and you'll have to replace the entire motor. So 5 years and above, your machine doesn't have to give you an error to call a technician. Just even after 1 year, calling a technician will assess and tell you your machine only needs some cleaning. We've seen it also needs carbon brushes that are worn out. Organize, plan so that next time we replace the carbon brushes. But if you're waiting for a machine to break down to call a technician, it becomes expensive. This motor is not less than 13,000. This is a Samsung motor. So if you don't have a direct drive, Like LG, all LG washing machine for the last 15 years, they're all direct drives. This one doesn't use carbon brushes. But if you have such a motor, a drive belt motor, please book for maintenance. Just call somebody in to have a look at it. If you are told the machine has one brushes, replace this. This is cheaper compared to replacing a full motor. So as simple as that. Then we've said something else I need you to know. You know what manufacturers are doing? I don't know why they are doing that. The gap between this, the metallic drum, and the rubber is too big. So small garments like socks, they do pass through here. So you'll get frequent blockages. If you're unlucky, you'll have to replace the drain pump. So what you need to do is please get a washing machine bag, or for the small garments, just wash them and wash them on the side. Don't put them in a washing machine because all those missing socks come in there. Handkerchiefs go in there. Underwears go in there. So please don't just put everything in the washing machine. Top load is better because here it's rare to get something going underneath through here. But on front load washing machine, you'll get frequent blockages. We have rare blockages on top load. We have more blockage issues on front load washing machines. So guys, I've been here long enough. Let me answer some questions and then we end the live. We only got 3K likes, guys. What's up? Okay, how is power consumption for LG washing machine? LG washing machine is good. Power consumption is the same as other machines. The only difference is depends. Is it a top load or a front load? Top load uses less power. Front load uses more power. The reason they use more power is because of the temperature option. This one do like, you see, goes up to 95 degrees. This one has no hot water, but they are more efficient compared to top load washing machine. So if you feel you're using more power, you can decide to, we said, let's say you've selected cotton, you can, if you don't want it to go to 95, you can do it at 30 or 40, a lower one, so that you don't consume more power. Because the higher the power, the temperature, the more power is used. Okay. Niaje, unaweza kuwa na main PCB ya Whirlpool 6 cents. Whirlpool haiko. Hakuna kabisa. Hiyo 6 cents hakuna motherboard. Kuna watu kadhaa wamenitisha. Na sasa hapo ndio at least the appliance garage, I think niko na namba yako. Tumeongea mambo ya kitengele hapo nyuma. Sorry, Whirlpool hakuna. That's why nasema if you want to buy a washing machine, consider spare part availability. Whirlpool is a durable brand, long lasting, but now locally the only people who stock Whirlpool parts are Hotpoint. But Hotpoint pia, you call them and they don't have. Hotpoint won't sell to you parts. They have to send their own technician for them to give you a spare part. So, and I've asked clients to call them and they still don't have this part. So when buying a washing machine, that's what you have to consider. Whirlpool is a good brand, but parts are not available locally. Same to Bosch. German machine, original, but parts are not available locally. I'm not seen somebody who sells the Bosch parts apart from Hotpoint, and most of the time they don't have the parts. So that's why we're saying maybe with time things will change. So before buying a washing machine, just check availability of spare parts. What else? Jibu swali ni pesa ngapi? Hey, Kui, we don't sell washing machines. We only do repairs. Tunafanya repair na installation peke yake. How long do you do maintenance? Tunasemanga 6 months to 1 year. 6 months to 1 year. depending on how frequent you use the machine. But it's 6 months to a year. If you can't manage after 6 months, at least do it after every 1 year. But it depends on how you use the machine. How much cooker, 3 gas, 1 electric? No, we are strictly a repair company. We don't sell accessories. Kuna lipa polepole ya gas cooker? No, we don't. We only do repairs. Automatic or manual? Go for an automatic anytime. What do you do when the washing machine door closes but the machine doesn't recognize it? So if the machine, let me repeat, what do you do when the washing machine door closes but the machine doesn't recognize it? So if it's locking but it won't show the lock sign here, then you have to replace this, the door switch. A door switch, this is how the door switch looks like. So if this is working well but it won't recognize, you have to replace the door switch. I advise the best washing machine to buy for salty water in Mombasa. Unfortunately, there is no machine meant to use hard water or salt water. They're all similar. So what you need to do is make sure you clean the filters that bring in water, or install water filters, because there's no machine that has been built for hot water. So what you need to do is just book for maintenance, clean the filters, and install the water filters. I had asked the price of gas cooker, didn't get you because of my network. Unfortunately, we don't sell appliances, we only repair. Great job. You've gone live for 90 minutes. Don't forget to take a break. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate big time. I'm done. There's a lot of things I've not discussed. I'll do that next time. But thanks, man. Thanks for the concern. I appreciate big time. Rahab, thanks for the follow. Machine, how much and how many kgs, please? I can advise on prices. Come in the DM. But we don't sell machines. We only do repairs. Do you recommend Hisense washing machine? I recommend any machine. But I said this, before you buy a washing machine, make sure they have a service center. A working service center should have spare parts. So if they don't have spare parts, that applies to any brand. Run. Between Samsung and LG washing machine, which is the best front loader? They're all good. But more info come in the inbox. Come in my inbox. I'll help you. There are things I can't say here. I wish I knew this info when I was buying my machine. Shiro Chen, it happens, but now we know. There's always next time. Do you buy old spoiled machine? Shiro Chen, yeah, inbox me. I do buy old machines, faulty machines, all brands. How is Beko washing machine parts? Beko is good and parts are available, and they have a service center. Where are you located? We are in Lavington, we are in Nairobi. But we also offer services in Kiambu, Machakos, and Kajiado. Which machine do you recommend for homes? Any machine, provided it's not commercial. Home use, buy 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 kgs. Which one do you recommend for laundry job? Laundry job, I recommend a reputable brand, a very strong brand. You can do a Bosch, you can do a Samsung, you can do an LG, other big brands. But make sure you get commercial. If it's that domestic, there should be several of them, 12 kgs and above. What makes the door not lock? If the door is not locking, number one, you see like this one here, the rubber is out. So when this rubber is out, the machine won't lock. You see, you are forcing. So check if this rubber is even. If the rubber is even and it's not locking, make sure this hook has tension for it to lock. So if this is broken or the latch is broken from the inside, this one will be loose, so it won't lock the door. So if everything is okay and it's not locking the door, you replace the door switch. This is how our door switch looks like, because the hook comes here. Jean, thanks for following. Best explanations, my fellow electrician. Juliana, much appreciated, man. What do you think about Siemens washers? Those are original washing machines. Those are good brands. Bosch, Whirlpool, Siemens. Siemens, good German machine. Perfect. But when you're buying them, we say make sure to consider availability of spare parts. It's a good machine, but you'll never know when your plans will break down. So it's a good machine, but just make sure before you buy any machine, availability of spare parts. But if you can import, you are good to go. What do you think? Oh no, I've answered that. Hapo kwa any machine, it's a contradiction after saying some brands don't have spares. Yes, some brands locally don't have spare parts. But now I can't say it here. Every machine is good, but we are saying when you're buying, it's like buying a car. Locally here, I've seen people go for Toyota, Mazda, because parts are available. Somebody will buy a Benz. Not everybody will buy a Benz. A Benz is a good car. That's a big machine. But now we are looking at where you are. Can you get a side mirror immediately it breaks? Or you'll have to wait for maybe 2 months to get a part. So all these machines are good. We're just saying make sure as you buy, that's a decision you have to make. We don't speak for any brand. We're not here to undermine any brand, but these are things that you can consider. But if you need more info, come in my inbox. I'll help you. Yes, Shiro, my inbox is open. How much is water filter for salty water? No, I'm not sure about that. You can talk to plumbers. They know and they can install a good filter for you. How is Beko washing machine and its parts? Parts are available. I'm from Kenya, so if you are Kenyan here, parts are available and they're good machines. Can you convert auto to manual? No, I've never tried that. So no. So those questions will come because I need to end the live. My coffee is cold. What else? Any questions before we end the live? Any question? Calvin, thanks for joining. Any question, Jerry? Any question? Okay. Your Samsung ni how much? This is around 95,000. I'm not selling it, but if you want to buy a new one, kenda kwa shop, it will be around not less than 85,000. 80 to around 100k. These are 8kg. Samsung is a good brand. Thank you, Maseshe. I had to pronounce your name. You've been here. Have you followed us on YouTube? Click link on the bio. Thanks so much. Best liquid soap to use in a washing machine. There are so many. Just go slow on them. I won't explain here, but anyone can call me or inbox me. I'll explain. Most of these softeners and liquid soaps are pure chemicals. Mostly softeners are pure chemicals. You can still do a powder soap. It will do laundry well. Just make sure when you're doing powder, even liquid, this is clean all the time so that it doesn't clog the dispenser. And then to know if you are using a wrong soap, I'm saying this, most of these soaps are chemicals. So I won't mention here which soap, but when you remove this dispenser, you will see it's plastic, but it's clogged, that it's eating up the plastic. It can't come out. Stop using that soap. If it's eating this plastic, stop using that soap because it will mess up the drum. Hey, Mika automatic washing machine, is it good? Maragoli finest. Mika is good. All these machines are good. But I'm saying this, before you buy a washing machine, just ask for reviews around. call them, confirm if they have a service center. Any brand, if they don't have a service center, run. If they have a service center and they have parts, you go for it. All these machines go down to on how you use them. You can buy the most good reviewed machine, the best machine in town. You can buy those machines, maybe German made machine, but if you're careless, somebody who bought a very cheap machine will get good service compared to someone who bought a very expensive machine, a very good reputable brand, but they're careless on how they use it. So all these brands go down on how you use them. Jerry, thanks for the follow. Maya, thanks for the follow. May, thanks for joining. Any question before I end the live? Durable Indian with the salt water. Any machine, just book for maintenance and ensure you clean the filters. So it's the soap that make the dark clothes fade. Yes. Yes. So if you don't want to fade, you can do the right soap, and then also do not overspin, and also you can do maybe 20 degrees. Less, don't do higher temperature if they are fading a lot. You can do 20, 30, do it on a low speed, or select the delicate option. Liquid soap is good, depends with the brand, because everybody now, lately people are just making, they're mixing chemicals to make soap all over. If you walk somewhere, all over, we have people doing liquid soaps. So we are saying this to know if you are using a wrong soap, the soap will eat up this dispenser. Even here it's corroded. The soap corrodes the plastic. So if it corrodes the plastic, imagine the reaction it has with the metal in there. So please, that's how you can check if the soap is bad. It should not be corroding the soap dispensing compartment. Kuna malipo ya polepole? No, we don't sell. Maragoli Finest, mwana wa Ingo, thanks so much. Thank you, be blessed. Unauzaje Samsung? I'm not selling this Samsung. This I have them, but I use them for content creation, and I also get parts from them. So anyone here, if you have a washing machine that you want to sell that is broken, I don't buy working machines. A broken machine and you need to dispose, I'll give you something and I'll get my guys to deliver it here. Mr. Michael, any question for me before we end the live? I've been here for over 1 hour, almost 2 hours if I'm not wrong. Brani, any question for me? Claudine, any question before we end the live? Anyone who you have a washing machine or planning to get one and you need to ask something? I'm here before I end this. So can I use the liquid soap ya kuchanganywa? Ya kuchanganywa, I don't know what you mean, but I mean zile zatengenezwa mtaani, if I'm not wrong. I don't recommend. Just I don't know why people think they have to use liquid soap. It's a mentality. Than buying those chemicals, go buy a good powder soap. There are good powder soap meant for washing machines. Go buy that. So Mika washing machine is good. I bought it this month. Yeah, all these machines are good, but you have to confirm if they have a service center. But I've heard they have a service center. I don't work for any brand, but if you need to ask those questions, you can come in my inbox so that we don't get ourselves in a position. You know what I mean, anyway. Which is the best brand for now? Come in my inbox. I don't want to. But Kenya local market, we're talking about Samsung, talking about LG. Those are good machines. All these machines are good. Even phone is good. But come in my inbox. Let's chat. I'll give you good advice. Tuma joined us. Thank you. Kindly follow. What if the belt inashinda ikitoka while using? Good. I forgot to address that. So if the belt, you have an issue with the belt. I think I have a belt here. This is the belt. Wait, sorry. So this is the belt. So if you have a one belt, it will keep slipping. Let me demonstrate something. So common, what makes a belt to come out? You see the belt lies on the pulley, and this is the motor. You know, I'm using two phones. I'm live on TikTok. I'm live on YouTube. So if the belt is falling, this could be the problem. Either the belt, which is rare, or the pulley. This is what happens when bearings are worn out. Like, you keep fitting, even if you buy a new belt and you've not replaced the bearings, the belt will still come out. So when bearings are worn out, this is what happens. If you check here, you come here, hold your drum from here, then try to pull the drum out like that. If it has a play, the play is coming from in here. So this pulley is misaligned. So it's running like this. So when it's spinning, this will come out like that. So before you change the belt, you have to change the bearings. We have two bearings. One is inside, another one is out. Because when this one is loose, the belt will keep coming out. Okay, somebody else. Okay, Von Starkey hata kuisikia. Anyway, I don't know what happened, but I think we had a chat before. I know what you mean. Isn't liquid detergent better because it doesn't clump? It's good, but just don't buy this. Somebody say they are the changanywa ones. Just cheap is expensive. Go buy a good liquid detergent. But you can still use powder, provided you remove, clean, and return. The thing for locking my washing machine came out. Can it be replaced? Which one? What's the brand? This Jean, what's the brand? Is it this? Because most definitely is this. If it's this, let me confirm the brands I work on for the locks that I have parts. I have for Beko, I have for LG, I have Samsung, I have Ramtoms, I have Amco, I have for Von. Other brands I don't have. But if it's this, it's replaceable. If it's this, the brands I've mentioned, it is replaceable. What's the brand? Is that a Samsung? Jen? At what point does it give you the error code? Kindly inbox me, I'll help you resolve that. Kindly inbox me. There's the number in the bio is on as a WhatsApp. Please, if you feel you have a question, please WhatsApp me and I'll help you get that sorted. Let me respond to this question as I charge my phone. This one is off. This one is off. Need to charge this. I've been live for so long. I even forgot to charge my business phone. I know there are people looking for me. They can't find me, so I need to charge that. I need to switch this light off. Okay. Jane, inbox me or WhatsApp me. I'll help you resolve that. So guys, I need to end the live. Or if there's any other question, let me know before I end the live. I've been here for almost 2 hours. I think over 2 hours. No, I started at 2:30. 2 hours already. You guys have been good. So we have 44 people here. Please, If I've been helpful, if this info has been good to you, I don't ask for money. Kindly go on our bio. There's a link to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Please. We don't ask for money, nothing. Please go to the go up there, click. There's a link that will lead you to our YouTube channel. Please. That's all I'm asking for. I don't need any money from anyone. I'll help you resolve any error code. I won't ask you for money. Please go subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's a link up there. Please. That's the only. That's what I'm requesting. I'm not asking for any money from anyone. Please. Liz, Kenanda, any question for me? Matrix, Maureen, kuna swali? Cynthia, any question for me? We are 43. Why have you not subscribed? Why are you not following me? Why? What's up? Why you explain? Why? Why? I've been here for 2 hours. I need to help people. I'm not asking for any money. I just want people to resolve issues before calling clients. I need you to get value for your washing machine. Avoid silly mistakes. Avoid calling artificial spending on repairs. That's all I want. It puts a smile on my face because not everybody has money. That's why we are here to help, because also there's somebody helping me in my life. Somebody will help me elsewhere. So please, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are 47 up there. Go click a link that will lead you to our YouTube channel. So guys, thank you. I think I have to end the live. It's been over 2 hours. I love you guys. If you have any questions, please DM me or WhatsApp me. Thank you.